Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Viago. Katerina is alive.
What? How?
Zara's carcass told the truth. Ilario didn't arrange Katerina's death because he spirited her away. Katerina has been a prisoner in her own villa, with Ilario as her keeper.
What matters is that she's alive, and we know where she is. So let's go get her.
Ilario is making his move. He's hosting the Talons of the Crows at Via della Morte. All of them.
That's a good way to get himself killed. Unless he's got something up his sleeve.
Maybe he thinks his blood magic will be enough to control them all. We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and Elganon?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
It'll be slow going through Treviso.
Not for us. We're going by water, and Spite is keen to get this done.
Then let's make this a night to remember. Good. We're past the Blight and no one heard our gondola. Where to now?
We go under the bridge.
We aren't going in through a sewer, are we?
No sewers in Treviso. The streets are barely above water as it is. There's a hidden escape route. That's our way inside.
Your house has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it.
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katerina didn't even tell me about it. I found it playing here alone as a boy. He let them into the house. Now I'll have to get the whole thing cleaned.
How much trouble can one old woman possibly be? They should have been back. Kill them for the glory of Reborn!
We are failing our master.
Snipers!
You mentioned an old woman?
Katerina.
Katerina must be a difficult prisoner.
And here we are. Welcome to Villa della Morte.
No wonder Ilario wants to inherit.
Home? Smells like dust and linseed oil. Don't say that when Katerina is in earshot.
So you lived here.
Ilario and I both did, until we were 18.
What about your parents?
Killed by a rival house. We would have ended up with Katarina anyway, to train.
Careful ahead.
Where are the next?
They made themselves comfortable. We'll get them out.
Trouble coming.
Intruders! The blight comes to my city, and now you want my house? No Veilguard leave this house alive.
Hey!
Here we go!
The family rooms are up ahead. First her, and then we find what we seek. The door's been barred from the inside.
So, we bust down the door and get attacked, probably?
Which is why I'll go first. Katerina.
Lucanis, my poor boy.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go. I'll meet you in the opera house.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Morte, Rook.
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario? Lucanus.
I'm working on it. The traitor deserves no mercy. This is it. Get ready.
You have a plan now, right?
Knives are involved.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanus back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon, for me, it is a deep, personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we could reclaim Antiva.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Cannot overpower us both. Now you fall.
Venatori, to we honor your alliance. Now! The demon of Antaam is here! You should have stayed dead, Lucanus.
You started this. I'm ending it.
Look at you, Lucanus. An abomination. Used to be somebody. This isn't over. On the jump.
What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start. I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario.
Katerina, thank the Maker.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
He tried to kill you and got you imprisoned. And kidnapped the First Talon. And made a deal with the Venatori.
Too much to forgive. But he's still all I've got. Viago, lock him up.
You think you can put me away? That is not your decision, is it? Katerina is still First Talon.
Enough, Ilario. Lucanus is First Talon now. His decision stands.
You're lucky he didn't cut your throat.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new First Talon.
To Lucanus!
Shall we make a discreet exit?
I'm ready, but are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
Really? You came all the way back here for coffee? The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katarina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
I don't want to say that was the worst party I've ever attended, but it was probably in the bottom 10.
Crow parties are always terrible. Everything is poisoned, and I'm always working anyway. Fucking Hilario.
Do you regret putting him in prison?
No, not with Treviso in such chaos. The last thing I need is my full cousin causing more. Let Hilario sit and think on his mistakes. It may do him good.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Hilario, Katarina, Nev. This team. I'm not giving that up.
Almost there.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem Tevinter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right. Looks like we're doing this!
Everyone still alive?
There. That pile of blight. That's what Chance wanted us to clear out.
We must get rid of it quickly.
Target those blighted boils. We're weakening it. I hate to say it, you should take a look at that darkspawn. Something was off about it. This darkspawn's wearing a necklace. The pendant's shaped like a crow.
That specific pendant represents House Deriva.
We need to show this to Chance. Chance, got rid of the blight in the streets, but we also found this crow pendant on a darkspawn.
Is that... This was Ayers, our trainer for the fledglings. She went missing. That darkspawn you fought must have been... May she rest. And sadly, I must ask you to search for another wayward crow.
I have not seen Fletcher, our merchant, in a few days.
Sadly, correct. They were sending me reports of Antaam movements. Despite this blight, our invaders are planning something. Here are Fletcher's roots. If the blight found them, they deserve a clean end. Like any crow.
More trouble.
Here we go!
Nice work, Veilguard.
Nice one, Lucanus! Do it, Rook. Trouble coming.
Take this shot! It's Fletcher. We should check the body to make sure it's really a sealed tube with notes and code.
I cannot read it, but that cipher belongs to House de Riva.
We should take this back to Chance and let him know Fletcher's at peace. Chance, we found Fletcher.
Maker, guide them to your side.
Fletcher also had these notes.
Always scrupulous. If this is information on the Antaam...
Are you alright?
Merely a cold. Thank you, my friends. I must now think and figure out what the Antaam are plotting.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
So, what's this about?
I got you a thing.
The knickers!
What? I knew cheese was stupid.
No, back in Ferelden, we call this cheese the revered mother's knickers. Because that's what it's supposed to smell like.
Oh dear.
Is that good?
Tosh, it's wonderful. I'm really, really touched.
And that's my cue. Good talk. Love you both.
Wait, you're leaving? Don't you want to taste the knickers?
When you put it that way, no. You two need to be alone. Alone.
Just the two of us.
Oh. I'd really like to show you Ferelden sometime. Sharing Ferelden cheese could be a start?
Okay. Like, now?
I could eat.
Oh, good. Let's go.
Every time I walk into the crossroads, it feels, I don't know, sad, but also right.
Corruption seeps in.
Another revenant.
The Evan gnaw the roots. Their teeth, his regrets. Destroy what rises.
That explains the bones.
Nice work. Great job, Rook.
The Revenant's awake. This one's even stronger.
Clear. Understood.
Ranged incoming.
Stays covered!
What? It's drawing power from the Thedas.
And restoring itself. Watch out! The sun is not out! How's your chance?
It's gone. And the Thedas too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. The Thedas and the Revenant are both gone. The Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just undead, there's something more.
They're so angry, but not at us.
Solas. He left so many of his memories in the crossroads. Maybe the gods raised the worst of them as watchdogs. Makes sense. What's harder to face than your most painful memories? Every one of these gets us a little farther.
Wardens have found tendrils of blight reaching deep down into the rock. They are searching for the root of it. When they cut it out, there are no promises, but a little hope yet.
Rook, you must find Chance. What happened?
He was here earlier, deathly ill, saying he had to see the market master.
The market is filled with the sick and injured. If Chance is blighted, or about to become a darkspawn,
We will find what has become of him.
come on. We have to find Chance before he gets to the market. Hang on.
Thanks again for dinner last night, Lucanus. That cream sauce.
A little mustard makes the dip.
Look, dead Antaam. A lot of dead Antaam.
Those marks. A crow cut them down.
Chance?
It could be.
He was gonna see the market master. Let's find her.
What were we talking about?
Thanks again for dinner last night, Lucanus. That cream sauce.
A little mustard makes the difference. Though, my supplier in Treviso is...
Oh, so... Hey, what's the best thing you've ever eaten? Something fancy?
We ate a prisoner's nightmare. He dreamed a bloodthirsty tree with 10,000 branches. She was asking me, Spite.
Excuse me, did a crow named Chance come by recently?
He saved us, is what he did. The Antaam were planning a raid to steal our supplies for the injured. We heard them right outside the gates. Chance dealt with the brutes before they even set foot into the market. And he left you a note.
Chance is blighted. He asked us to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. He's waiting for us in the Drowned District. We're close to where Chance's note said he'd be.
Trouble coming.
More trouble.
Thank you, friends.
Treviso will not forget you, John's Candide.
Let's let Teir and Viago know what happened here. That blight in the canals. Everyone needs to stay away from the water.
Some of the blight down by the canal seems different today. Withered.
The warden's work.
I do not think the city will ever be the same. But Treviso survives.
And it will always be free.
We found Chance. He saved the market from Antaam before Blight took him over.
Thank you for giving him a kinder end.
His name will be on the memorial we are building for all the lost.
Please, visit later if you wish to see it.
Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together.
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
For all you know, Spite comes out with your knack for vanilla and nutmeg tarts.
Rook.
My point is, you don't know what will happen.
I know that Spite, a part of me, would be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Hey, Harding?
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
I thought you might want someone to talk to.
Oh, Rook. That's sweet. I'm fine. Really.
Really? Okay, well, we're all here if you...
Never mind. I can't lie. I feel awful.
It's Solas's memory, isn't it?
Was the war really the elves' fault? Neither the elves nor the Titans knew what the other was. A magic rock. They couldn't have known, right?
The ancient elves should have been more careful. I'd be angry too, even at me, a little.
I'm not angry at you. I don't know if I'm angry at all. Maybe I'm just sad.
What about Solas? I'd be angry at him.
It's strange. I don't hate Solas for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. and the Inquisitor think Solas can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. In the Titan's heart, the Shade wasn't just angry. She was lost, and lonely, and confused. Solas didn't just separate us from the Fade. He separated us from each other. I wish I could make him understand what that feels like. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Some blight.
Careful burning. Carried out according to instructions from the Grey Wardens. We will need to keep doing it for some time, but so far, no one has gotten sick, and it has not grown back.
It can be done, piece by piece.
Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial, for those we've recently lost.
After all you have done, you are most welcome to join us.
Thank you.
How do you make your dolls?
We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
I'm only a visitor, but I don't think Treviso will stay down for long.
I'm told we are a charmingly stubborn people.
The Blight, that is the problem. But you did fight it back. If we did it once, we can do it again.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Who else did you lose in Treviso? Other crows?
A few. Not all were crows. Some just lived daily lives in the city. Local merchants, people who put out the morning coffee as we headed to bed. After the ossuary, I wanted to walk by and see them again. As if I could return to where I left off.
All these words for the dead. Do you believe anyone or anything sees them?
After I was captured by the Venectori, I would have said no. How could the Maker or any power permit what happened in that place? After all we have seen, I still don't know who, if anyone, hears our cries. But now, I hope they do.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
The time they bought us. The world we'll build with it.
Neither will go to waste.
The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her.
Viago gave me a compliment.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Then our merchant has information on the Antaam?
Mistress Trella would not waste our time.
We are stretched thin. Too many compatriots lost to the Blight, or what crawls out of it.
I'm doing embroidery. How's that?
Put down.
You were making coffee at 4 in the morning yesterday.
I like coffee.
At 4 in the morning?
That still counts as morning.
I'm not complaining. It was nice to find it in the kitchen and not in the wing. Let's finish!
Nicely done, Rook!
I forgot what I was going to say. Mirda.
I'm not complaining. It was nice to find it in the kitchen and not have to make my own.
I'm always happy to get you a refill.
Careful. I might take you up on that.
I think that art merchant with information on the Antaam lives near here.
Is anyone there? Hello? I've been trapped by thieving.
Hello? Are you alright?
Antaam set me up in my own gallery. Then the brutes left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Oh. Would you be a dear and clear away all the refuse by the door?
Didn't know the Antaam had such strong opinions on art.
Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
Iago said you had information on the Antaam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antaam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please look around. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition. Those Antaam would have ruined me if not for your kind intervention.
All right, we should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antaam is stealing pieces of art.
I don't care who's in
Hello.
charge unless they can
This
get me
might
the
sound
best
strange, but I was told you might know about Antaam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antaam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the Blight.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in the city, the way it is now.
But I mean, Antaam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antaam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
We're close to that camp where the Antaam took that merchant's stolen sculptures.
Come on, get along.
Let's look around for that stolen art. Or any sign of what the Antaam are doing with it. Nothing here.
Still nothing.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art.
I've got a hunch we should check with him again.
Do you believe in all this elven god?
That merchant who said the Antaam stole his artwork. He's with the Venatori. Bet he caught us listening in.
So he sent us off on a chase. Should have seen it coming.
The note said the Antaam are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components.
Mierda. As if the blight in the streets was not enough.
Okay. We're close to the camp where Antaam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
From the market. Just kill them.
Can it be possible?
All right. Let's find out what the Antaam and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Canary blasting powder. The Antaam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive, much more explosive.
Well, look at what they can achieve when they work together.
We must go to Diego with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
In some time.
It's called hope, and perhaps some other thoughts.
What sort of thoughts, V?
About the future, both long-term and more immediate.
Good news? The Venatori are helping the Antaam make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The Crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antaam's first targets.
Rook, we have news about the Antaam's experiments with Gatlock.
What's happening?
They're working with Venatori to set off these new and improved explosives across the city.
The Antaam will claim it was to scare away Darkspawn, while they destroy areas loyal to the Crows.
Our agents cannot be everywhere. I will mark several locations where they store this Gatlock. Destroy it, discreetly.
You're almost perfect at throwing them.
Back on the ground soon.
All right. Magister Asthea's on possession, and the dream journals are...
There's the experimental Gatlock. Looks like the Venatori and Antaam are guarding it. And set it up to explode.
At least they're in one place.
The last you will ever see.
Nicely done!
We need to get rid of the rest of this Gatlock.
Well, back to our point. All right. Magister Asthea's on possession, and the dream journals are Sonorec. Bet I can get my hands on those.
A reading list?
Studies on demonic possession. Attempts at removing spirits, or both.
That's all the Gatlock here. On to the next spot. Over there. More of that Gatlock the Venatori made stronger.
My job's done.
Clear.
Okay, just one more pile of Gatlock to deal with.
Good. The Antaam barely seem to know how to use it themselves.
Next for Rook.
I could
There's that last cache of Gatlock. The Antaam and Venatori are on alert.
Don't let them get close to the Gatlock! Maybe if you did, this would have been that bad! God protect them!
That was amazing!
There. We've gotten rid of the last of this new Gatlock.
The Venatori and Antaam didn't seem to enjoy each other's company.
Neither seemed impressed with their magical Gatlock either.
They won't be making another batch anytime soon. Treviso may be blighted, but no one's burning down any part of it.
And the Antaam have been reminded that the crows have ears everywhere.
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antaam and the Blight.
I made a fresh pot and... that's Rook's walk.
Yep, just me. You brought Nev coffee.
I brought an excuse. Spite thought I should talk to her. Well, not just Spite, but I'm only good with knives.
You made pie.
Gooseberry. You made it twice.
It was nothing.
Right, and... Lucanus, are you okay?
I was trying to find the right thing to say. Poorly.
Quick with a knife.
Less so with words, which you've picked up on. Well, you have the coffee, and you probably have a case or something, so...
I don't need pie, but you remembered my favorite. You find me at midnight just to talk. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like...
Really?
Right. I think you've got this.
You know I won't make your life easy. I don't make anything easy.
But you do make it better.
Well, don't use your charm all at once.
I have more than that. I hope.